Now, the secret about robot trading is knowing how your robot trades. And therefore, that knowledge will help you, firstly, discover fantastic settings to use, but it will also help you correct trading that is not working at the moment. So that knowledge is actually critical if you want to become an advanced robot trader. So let's have a look at some more examples, and here's a whole lot of examples. Well, let me go through them one by one. Here you can see, I think this is the one that I just showed you there. The signal line crossed over, that was a signal to buy, and then it kept you in the trend all the way. There's a signal to sell, boom. And then the same thing happened in reverse, so it goes, oh, stay in the trend, stay in the, oh no, get out here because the market is starting to go sideways. And then it says, okay, get in again over there where the signal line crosses over, and then it says, okay, get out and go trade in the other direction over here. And then the same thing again, it keeps you in that trend over there, get you out, put you into the new trend, get you out over here, put you into the new trend, and so on and so on. Here's a good example, get you in there, away you go right down to the bottom, get you out over there. That's a 430 pip trend. Then it gets you into and in fact this is the one that it gets you into the trend over there, goes out and gets you out over there, and that is a 340 pip trend. So now I think you've got a good feel of how the signals work. There are some whipsaw signals that can occur, like here, it gets you in and out a little bit too quickly. What you can do there is adjust the blue line if you want, or you can even adjust your settings if you want. But certainly these big trends make the losses of the sideways market a lot less. Now currently we are trading $300 accounts, and as you can see here, all the accounts are nicely positive except these last three, and that's going to be the subject of my next video, where I go in there and I say, okay, how can we change these settings with the knowledge of how the MACD works to be more positive. But on the whole, you can see some really positive. That top one is a $500 account, so it is also nicely positive. Equity is nicely positive. So overall, this is a robust way of trading, and this is the automated MACD trader. And here's the example of the results. You can see the floating profits and losses are tiny, because this one also, the advantage of this one is it trades one trade at a time. You enter and you stay in that trade while it goes up. In fact, it has positive open trades in most cases. In fact, this is a positive one. So this is a fantastic EA for US traders. It hasn't got any FIFO problems, it hasn't got any gearing problems, and it is very successful. Not that, and the win rate at this stage is around about 65%. You can see the peak drawdown very low. So that's what's happening at the moment. We're going to run this for another 3 weeks, and then we're going to introduce these accounts to the linking service, and we're also going to distribute the settings that we will be using in the linking service to owners of the tradable MACD. And here is the tradable MACD web page. A link to this page will be in the description of the video as well as in the commentary of the video.